Welcome to a new episode of Giving the Talk Show. My name is Adaramola Emmanuel, and sitting beside me here is
Shomorin Toluwalase, and our discussion for today is children welfarism in our Nigeria today.
As you all know, children, they are the leaders of tomorrow. They are the futures of tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes, that is why we have our special guests.
That is my mentor,
Man of honor.
the best quality assurance manager in the world.
A president of...
Do you want to know? Do you want to know? Stay tuned for the short break.
Only alternative left is for you to look for the blood of a stranger that has traveled us for about 10 years outside the village.
Have you forgotten that it is good to help someone in need?
I am a daughter of Zion, a child of God, a child of God.
Somebody cannot kill my child and go. I must make sure I kill her.
Abi ti dàrú burúkú, wọ́n ti dàrú gan.
I told you, she is a witch. She is a witch. Not just witch, she's a giant witch.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him, should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is our guest. Please, sir, introduce yourself.
My name is Ajetomobi Muyiwa Ajetomobi the Quality Assurance of Hope Emmanuel Orphanage.
First thing to discuss is that regarding to Nigeria being the giant of Africa, how do we relate this in the level of education given to the children?
Okay, thank you. As far as Nigeria is concerned, most importantly, we are the giant. Nigeria is the giant of Africa. Yes, the relationship with that to education in Nigeria, to the life of the children, is very, very paramount. Yes, education in Nigeria is being taken very, very important. You discover in some areas in Nigeria, in some states, Ondo, Osun State, and so on, if they are not well educated, the such family in such states have not believed their children have achieved. For example, Dr. Kumuyi, that is now a present general overseer of this church, Deeper Life. He's a professor, well learned, and he's from this level of Osun State, precisely Nigeria. So, and talk about Baba Oyedepo Adeboye. Adeboye is a professor in mathematics. So all this bring a prestige to the nation of Nigeria, which every individual and every family see, that give them curiosity, determination, commitment to become one of them, even greater than them. With all this, it makes us a giant of Africa, and it builds our intellectual and our children hearing a lot from these people helps them it motivates them, it ginger them to press further in their education, in their academic pursuit, be it to be an engineer, doctor, lawyer, talk of it. Everybody wants to be great in life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that discussion, sir.
You are welcome.
Sir, what are the things you think federal government are doing to improve the level of children education in the country?
Yes, thank you very much. Federal government are trying their best. You know, when we start our own academic line, then we were using 622, which is Form 1, JS 1, JS 2, JS 3, Form 1, Form 2. We stop at Form 2 then. There's nothing like SS1, SS2, SS3. But to improve the level of education, you discover that there's what we call international relationship, inter-country, which Nigeria doesn't rely on their own. They move outside the country to learn the education level there, and they bring it to innovation, to increase the level of education in Nigeria. So our government are trying so that the level of education will not be stagnant. Look at secondary, primary, talking about public school, private school, you discover governments innovate, quiz, debates, they give out scholarship for the layman so that their education will not stop. So in all ramifications, federal government tried their best to increase the level of education in our society in Nigeria. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that wonderful answer, sir. Sir, there's another important thing. We are talking about children with virus. Food provision for the poor and the children that didn't have enough food to eat. If they didn't eat, how can they survive to become a leader? Sir, please, we would like you to answer the question.
Okay, you answer a good question. To every question, there is answer to it, and to every answer, there is always a solution. Let me take you back to the regime of Aregbesola in Osun State. You know, generally we are talking about Nigeria, not Osun State. But as far as people had the news of APC then, I'm not a politician, but I'm referring you back to what has happened in those tenure. It happened in the tenure of Onilola as well. I think it was Onilola that started the innovation of bringing food to the public schools. Fruits, free food, so that when the children are eating, they will step down with fruits. So those are things government are doing. Then when you go to tertiary institution, that is university, polytechnic, college of education, you discover there's what we call bursary, which the citizen of each state are entitled to get money. I'm breaking it down. They are entitled to get bursary. If you are Ekiti State, you go to Ekiti State group. From there, they register your name, you go to the local government. Local government will give you some money to institution.
I want to ask the question, how did they register you?
in institution. Okay, when you get to institution, you've gotten an admission, registering a name in bursary. When you attend their meeting, putting down your name means you have registered in particular group. Yes. So, as I'm talking about the welfarism of the children to the education, when there is no food, people, children, students might not be able to have passion for study. That is why the regime of PDP then, Oyinlola, brought the idea of feeding the children.
So, as he will feed the whole state?
Not, yes, the whole Osun state then. And I believe he was not the only one. It extended to some states that love the method he was using. So the way it is easier is when he has started the method, the federal government of Nigeria, they adopted the method. Are you getting the point now? So adopting the method is now part of the budget of the federal state of Nigeria. Are you getting it? So what is not the party that sponsors it, but the money comes from federal. Are you getting it? And we know that there's nothing federal cannot handle. In as much it's not your money, it's not my business money, but it is our money. So that is how it is very easy for Oyinlola there to take care of the children in the whole Osun state. And it's very easier for Aregbesola to also feed all the children in Osun state, because they will send the allocation, the budget list, the allocation to the budget to the federal. Federal will allocate the money to each state. So, in fact, it helps, part of what you are saying, it helps a lot of people. People that are in charge of those food will also be giving money. People that will cook the food will be giving money, labor work. And when they are giving labor work, they'll be able to take care of their own children as well. Can you see how the chain of distribution goes on? Chain of distribution is in economics and commerce. So how the allocation, how distribution of goods are from the wholesale, the manufacturer to the wholesale, from the wholesale to the retailer, from the retailer to final consumer. So the same thing applicable when there is budget sent to the federal to feed a particular state in his school, so that they will have curiosity. What did I mean by curiosity? They will have thirst. They will have desire to learn. Because government also foresight what you are asking now, that if these children are not well fed, the desire to go to school will not be there. So that is why the methodology was introduced by some parties, why the federal also adopted it in funding them to make things easier for this party to enrich these lay people, the poor people, people that are not able. And to buttress on what you ask, you discover there are some organizations, some organization entity like Dangote, Mike Adenuga. There are some quota that they also contribute to the society, that make things very, very easier for federal. So it is not, when we are talking about federation. They are not the only ones standing, but there are some pillars, like the name I've mentioned, Mike Adenuga, Otedola, they are Nigerians, Dangote, and some other people we cannot mention. They also submit their quota to the federal. Look at Dangote, that has a lot of companies, cement industry, trailer, table water, Dangote food. Are you getting it? Look at the number of people he has employed. Those people collect salary. The salary, they use it for their children to be well fed and to the standard of the living of them.
Thank you very much, sir. But there is another thing, sir. Taking Hope Emmanuel Orphanage as a case study, what are your advice to other orphanage homes in Nigeria on children welfarism?
Okay, thank you very much. I'll pick from my answer. I've said it earlier on about Dangote, Otedola, the submission of their quota to the idealism of the federal to the children. That same thing goes on to the orphanages. I've been to a lot of orphanage in Ilesha, Ife, Oshogbo. I have some little idea of the way they operate. So, but what we just say in what you ask, the contribution is very, very important. They too, they submitted their quota. In fact, orphanage, they are doing great in our nation, in the sense that they don't admit only orphans, but the vulnerables. When I'm talking about vulnerables, the maltreated ones outside there. We have some that are kidnapped. We have some from broken homes. So orphanages are meant for them to hide their destiny so that their futuristic life.
Once again, we say a big thank to you, sir, for what you'll be discussing with us. I've never had such a thing before. I'm grateful, sir. Once again, my name is Adaramola Emmanuel, and here sitting beside me is
Toluwalase. Thanks you viewers for your time. Meet you next time.
Bye.
Yes.